Hey everyone, welcome to my first test of the SEIGE solo trap with the SEIGE gear done. I have finished the gear, so I'll be doing the camp test now. So for this video, I will be scaling down comps by 100 times. So a 375,000 blast, and this video will be a 3,750 blast. And my 4.3 million SEIGE I'll be building is going to be about 44 or 43,000 SEIGE. So keep in mind the comps are scaled down 100 times from what they are. Usually it's okay because it's based on percentages. It won't go exactly like you would in a normal attack, but this will be very close to what a normal attack is. And I wanted to test it before I built 4.3 million SEIGE, and before I realized it didn't work. I wanted to make sure it at least worked, scaled down first, so I'm going to be trying it out today. So Antihero is going to be sending full infantry blast 375,000, but scaled down 100 times to 3,750. Ant has 894 infantry, so this is going to be the telling tale here. 3,888 troops, scaled up 100 times is 388,000 damage. So if I had 600,000 beds, I am not taking reds on this first attack. And you're wondering, oh, it's walking back, it's not working. But I'm not actually taking any reds, so that's what I wanted to make sure. Could I actually do a SEIGE solo trap and not take any reds? Because if they walk back, it's not the biggest deal. I don't need to cap people on this trap because guess what? They'll just rally me after, and I'm not taking a rally on a solo trap. Anyways, if it's in KVK, maybe they will just keep trying and see how it goes, because a lot of people will see a full SEIGE blast or a full SEIGE account and they'll just attack it. They'll just solo attack it. Like, come on, it's 4 million SEIGE. Of course you're going to solo attack that. I think most people know that. Obviously, if you watch this video, you might not solo it, but people will want to solo that. So I'm not going to be running anti on this account at all. I'll let them solo attack my thing. I'll basically just throw an attack boost on if I need to, because I won't have anti on. So anyways, this is the problem with SEIGE right now. So if everything actually worked perfectly, I could cap this pretty easily. The problem is for the last like 9 to 11 seconds of the battle here, my SEIGE just stop attacking. So my SEIGE have stopped attacking. They are still damaging me. If you see in the bottom right, they are doing damage to me. My SEIGE are not doing any damage to them right now. So as soon as the infantry gets to my SEIGE stop attacking right away. So I'm going to retest that with a little bit more fodder this time. So I'm going to go 50k of each tier 2 instead of like 4 of each, which is like, I don't know, like 400 of each, whatever. Instead of 400 of each, I'm going to go 50k of each, scaled down to 500 of each in this camp here. So they're going to come in and attack me this time, but I'm going to have 50k of each scaled up. Troops in the infantry range and cav, that will give my SEIGE a little bit more time to attack before the troops get to my SEIGE, because they'll go through the 150k troops very quickly, but it'll give me a tiny bit more time for my SEIGE to attack, and hopefully this will work a little bit better. You can see I did an extra, whatever it was, it looks like I got an extra round of attacks at least off, so he had about 24,000 less troops, or 26,000 less troops from that. So if I had one more round of attacks, I probably would have wiped his infantry, because I do about 26,000 per attack. So I'm missing one attack there. Maybe I have to go up a little bit higher, maybe 75,000 of each. I'll have to retest this later, but again, he's not sending fodder either, so I kind of wanted him to send fodder, but just to test it, but it's totally fine. And maybe when I'm actually defending with my wall will actually take a bunch of attacks too, so it will allow me to do more damage to him while my wall is still up, because again, this account does have a max wall, and you obviously cannot test that during camps, but we'll watch this again. So this is the same one, except I just have a little bit more fodder in there, 50k of each. You'll see that the damage is actually really similar, so it doesn't matter if they're hitting my tier 2, these ones, or my tier 2 SEIGE. He's doing about the same amount of damage, so maybe I'll just have about 50k of each, because I don't think having 50k of each tier 2 in front of my SEIGE is going to stop people from attacking me, than if I just had like 4 of each or whatever it was. So I might do that, but you can see he does get to me right here is basically when I stopped the last one. So 240, he is still attacking. You see he is still doing damage to my siege. My siege have stopped attacking. As soon as that, basically those infantry get there and start hitting it, my siege basically just have one round attacks and they just stop attacking. So there is 505 walk back, which is 50,000 walk back on the first one. Again, he is 894 infantry. He is sending Pack 5 familiars. You saw all his familiars pop during the battle replay. So you can see there, double Pack 5 familiars. He's got the Griffin. He's got the stacking. He's got the what's called single squad stun. So this is the one here. You can see this is when he's attacking me and my troops are not attacking. And this battle, it was about 8 or 9 seconds. And this battle was actually closer to 10 or 11 seconds. He's doing way more damage. You can see my troops are dropping quite there. I am literally doing 0 damage to him right now, so I'm not attacking. So I don't know. We'll have to see how that works on an actual defense. So I will build the siege now. So one second, I'm just going to go back to my account. Hey, so I wanted to show you guys some reports I did before I built all my siege gear. So this was when I had very low siege attack. This was one of the range attacks that actually went on. And you can see the siege troops do not stop attacking for range. So we'll go through this really quickly. Sorry, this is going to take like 30 seconds to get to the point I want to show you. But you can see here, we are currently taking on his fodder. The troops are running towards me. I don't have fodder in this one, do I? Oops. Anyways, that's totally beside the point. I didn't throw fodder in this for whatever reason. Doesn't really matter. It will show that the siege do not stop attacking until the end of the battle for ranged troops. They only stop attacking if the troops come up to them. I haven't tested cav, so I don't know if this is a infantry troop glitch or is this just a troops get in front of the siege and they stop attacking glitch. I should probably test the cav. Maybe I'll do that later. It doesn't matter. I'm going to build this anyway. So I have decided to make the siege solo trap. I like these tests. They're going really well. Again, I will have a wall for my my actual attacks and stuff like that because I do have a huge wall on this account. I will show you the gear and the wall defense stats and all that. So you can see until the end, my siege were still attacking. Obviously, in this point in this, I did not have gear on or anything like that, or didn't have siege gear made. I didn't have the siege blast, so I didn't have 500% siege attack. Probably had like 300 or less at that point. So that was the what's called first range attack, and this was the infantry one. So you can see a lot walk back compared to that range attack. Did a little bit more damage. I'll show you this one too. This is, oops, no, that's not what I want to show you. I want to show you the battle report on this one too. So this is the infantry one, the first infantry test I did before I built the siege gear. Now I have my siege gear on. You can see it's doing much better, but you'll see something interesting happen here. So we're going to take out all his fodder here. I actually sent fodder on this time. Actually, is this range again? Oh, this is Rim Reaper. What am I doing? That's the wrong one. What did I do? I thought I clicked on the right one. No. Where was it? Rim Reaper. Ganji, that's the one I want. Okay, this is the one I wanted to show you. Sorry. So this is Ganji. He sent an infantry blast. I believe he sent cab. Yeah, okay. But this is the one I wanted to show you. Sorry about that. We'll go on to this one. Sorry, clicked on the wrong one. So I'll watch this one. Again, this is the infantry blast I wanted to show you because this one he actually sent fodder in this. So this is a better indication on what was going on. So I will take out his fodder here. His infantry will keep coming and eventually he'll get to my siege and the same thing will happen. My siege troops will stop attacking completely. They'll actually keep hitting, I think, his infantry troops until they get to my siege. Then my siege will actually start switching to their ranged troops and then their siege troops, and just at the end they just stop attacking. They never attack the infantry again once they actually get to my troops. So you'll see that switch coming very soon. You obviously see I'm doing way less damage than I was before because didn't have siege gear on. So you can see they have stopped attacking. Now they're going to be attacking the range in the back, and now they're going to be attacking the siege in the back. And then at the end, they literally just stop attacking because my familiars have popped here because 10% of my troops have fallen. And my siege have just stopped attacking right now. They are still attacking me, still doing tons of damage to me. My siege stopped attacking and started running back. So you can see they literally do not attack the troops in front of them. I actually sent in a ticket to IGG support. Unfortunately, IGG support is kind of useless. They're not the engineers. They're just people who work what's called answer desk, so they don't really know much about the game. If I could get in contact with an actual engineer, that'd be awesome. Then I can talk to them about this and see if it's an intended feature or not. If it's an intended feature, you don't want the siege attacking, that's nice, because the support said they keep attacking, and I sent them a video and all that, and they still said that the troops keep attacking, but obviously that's not what's going on here. I've done many tests, lots of tests here. They stop attacking. They don't stop attacking ranged troops. They only stop attacking infantry troops. So anyways, so we'll go over the gear. This is the gear that I'm running here. It is kind of pay-to-play gear. This was a pay-to-play account, just happened to have all the pieces for Siege gear. That's why I thought this would be an awesome one to try it on. I'll kind of go over all the pieces and kind of show you what I'm doing. So it does have $295 on the gear. I have a non-siege item in here. You're probably wondering why I have that ring in there. That's actually for the HP and defense, and it also has some wall defense because I will be using walls. So this is a little bit useless right now for the tests, but when I have my wall, it will be doing something. Again, my wall defense, or my wall is max. So with if I put wall defense in all my thing, I'll have over almost 700% wall defense on this account. Obviously, the saw is good. Don't have any siege jewels in that yet. Only had 7 gold siege jewels, so if I end up getting another gold siege jewel, obviously my siege attack go up by 20%. I think I showed you that it was at 500% right now. Obviously, if I switch this out and put like a drum on here, which actually has siege attack on it, it would probably go up if I put the jewel in there, but I don't. So we'll take a look at the stats. Right now, I have 500% siege attack. If I get another gold, that goes up to 520. And if I want to put another if I put another siege attack item in there, that goes up to like 535 or something like that. But right now it's 500. I don't think my attack's the problem. Again, the problem is the troops stop attacking when they get to my siege. So that's the big problem. I'm not sure if it's an intended feature or not, but you can see all the stats are quite high on this. I have like 367 army HP, which can be higher. I don't have full infirmaries. I'm building I'm building manners right now to build the siege troops, so my HP is not super high. I don't have an altar boost, so these would be much higher, and I obviously don't have a level 60 hero, so I'm missing quite a bit of stats there. But just with the siege gear, I'm going to have probably over 400% HP, and then the attack and stuff, I can use attack boost for that because I'm not going to be running an anti on this account. I want people to hit it, so I want them to scout it, see it's full siege, and not go in for a solo attack, because most people, even if there's 4 million siege there, they'll solo attack that, because siege are usually typically weak. Not so weak when you have a siege blast gear on, but if you did have the siege blast gear on, it is quite weak. You saw the original tests I did. They're walking back with way more troops, doing way more damage. They're doing like 600k damage, walking back with like half their troops. Once I got the gear on, they're basically doing 300k damage and walking back with only a little bit, and that's only because my siege stopped attacking. If they were to send a range attack at me, I'd probably cap that pretty easily because my siege won't stop attacking, unlike the infantry one. So I'll have to see once this is all built how it goes, but I am building the siege solo trap. The only thing I got to do, because there's one other problem here, is I have 11 million troops right now, so I'm going to have to go take some rallies. So I'm going to have to go do some rally trapping. I might build the siege first, then go do some rally trapping, Griffin rally trapping, and just get people to basically take out all my tier 2, because I don't need it. I will be keeping most of this tier 4. What I'll be doing is just hiding it while I'm solo trapping, so I'll hide, I don't know, I'll keep about 800k of each tier 4. I will be doing some like solos and stuff during KVK and stuff to get rid of some of the tier 4. Again, this account does have a 700 infantry blast as well. It also has some good attacks, so if you take a look at its infantry blast gear, this account has a good attack. It owns 450 on the gear, so with everything else, that is actually a 700% infantry blast, believe it or not. Has a decent cav blast as well on this account, so this account is set up pretty good for other stuff. That's just my mix gear right now, but yeah, now I have the siege gear as well on this account, so I will be doing some griffin trapping on this, just to get some of the troops gone, and then I will be doing the siege solo trap with just getting rid of the tier 4 onto people's places, just so I can have the extra tier 4, just in case. Let's say if some people get really, really frisky, I cap some leaders with the siege solo trap, and they go for a gangbang. This account won't be doing too well with gangbangs, considering I need the fodder and stuff in front of the siege. So what I could do is just griffin back like 2.5 million tier 4 and then switch to my actual next gear and just totally cap them easily, because obviously with an extra 2.4 million tier 4 I can cap people pretty easily on this account. So that's kind of be my that's my idea for this account. So it will be a Siege solo trap with a Griffin potential as well if I need it. Obviously, I'm going to be getting as many Siege solo trap clips as I can. It's only if I get in trouble will I be using the Griffin to pull back my troops and cap them that way. So again, I do have some resources out. Who was the one who sent? I think it was Ganji who sent me all these resources. So thanks to Ganji for sending the resources. He is super excited to do this solo trap. I will have to move some speed ups over to this account, so I might have to move it from some of my smaller accounts, so might have to do some trading there. Some gem trading, get some of those gems over here so I can use the speed ups on this account, because I've got like 1.6 million on my 200 mil account, and I could technically, if someone has a solo trap, give them that, and maybe one of their accounts trade me down some gems so I can get those siege troops built, because I want to build those very quickly. I'm partly manors right now. I just got to get rid of all these infirmaries to build manors, so that will be coming. So I'm super excited to do this. Again, I will probably have to take some rallies first, and then I'll be should I build the no, what I'm going to do, I'm going to build the siege first, so I'm going to get rid of all these infirmaries. Once the siege are built, I'm going to go back full manors, take some rallies on this account, get rid of this tier 2, and maybe solo some people, get rid of some of the tier 4, or join some rallies, whatever. I'm in HD, so getting rid of tier 4 is not hard. You just join a bunch of rallies. Basically, just one day of rallies will get rid of all the tier 4 I need, because the only problem is we go infantry so often that I might be low on infantry, but that's totally fine. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Hope you are excited for this new kind of trap, because no one's tried a siege solo trap. I mean, it sounds stupid, but usually you don't have a 500 blast siege gear set up on your account. Like, if I tried this on my other solo trap account, wouldn't work. You need the gear for it. Again, this stuff is super cheap to build, by the way. This is just free to play stuff on the corrupted boots, pretty much. The helm, I had like I have still a 15 extra frozen hearts on this account. So again, I have Frostwing sword at Mythic. I got one at Blue. Like, I got 15 extra Frostwing, so I had tons of those to build. I already had the Scimitar built. I built this, but I already had the Mythic Worm Rod, so building a what's called Worm Seal was actually good. I couldn't get it to Mythic. I didn't have enough of these quite, so didn't get that. Then I just built one of these Trojan things, because obviously I have the Firewall plate at Mythic already, so building this was easy. Still have more blueprints if I wanted to get that up to Mythic, but again, I think, yeah, I need a gold blazing ember. I'm not sure if that's worth the extra stats. How much does that actually give me anyways? Siege is 21. Where's it normally? 15, so I get 6% attack. That's not really worth it. So I'll keep it as where it is right now. If I get another gold siege jewel, I'll throw that in the gear. It gives an extra 20%. If I feel like I don't need the what's called wall defense and the HP and defense on the Blight Ring, I could always switch it for, let's say, a Fear Drum, because Fear Drums actually give siege attack 14%, so it's not too bad. And I already have that built, so I can use that one. I think that's it for that. The rest of the stuff will just be building troops. So again, I'll be building about 2.8 million tier 2 siege, and then about 1.5 million tier 4 siege, and that will be the comp. If I feel like it's still not quite enough, I can go a little more tier 4 siege, but I think it's pretty good there, because I don't want to scare people away, because 4 million siege, people will probably solo that. If I get too much, if I get like 10 million troops, I don't know if people really want to try and solo that siege, but only 4 million, I think people will look at that and be like, that's definitely something I can solo. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this siege solo trap video. You can see where I'm going from that and the tests I've already done on it. Again, if you guys want to test your siege or any solo trap, try these camp tests. Just basically scale down your account, let's say 100 times. So get someone to send 3,750, and then you could put whatever troops you want on a tile, get someone with their blast to solo it. That way the person who's actually testing your trap is not losing a ton of troops when they test it, and it's close enough. So It's not 100%, but it's close enough that you can see if it's going to work or not. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys basically when this is done, and probably the next one will either be rally trapping on this account, because I do need to get rid of some troops, and then after that you'll get to see some solo siege solo attack what's called videos. So I hope you guys are excited for those, and I'll see you guys in the next one.